So we're driving around, and of course we're driving for apartment buildings and multi-families today. Just riding around, coming across quite a few of them, and just riding with this dude. But anyway, I want to show you the one we're about to go into. Actually, I'm going to let Cecil take the lead on this one because he really wants to go inside this building. So we're going to let him go on inside. I'm going to go on and invite him. And I guess I'll tag him later. Okay, hey Cornelia. So I'm
Alright, come on, let's do it.
I'm going in with this dude, so everybody just come on. We
Like, roll your back window.
no, I gotta roll all these windows up. We just out here driving, so you know. Oh, I'm sorry. We just around here driving and just going through and looking at these properties. Cecil's phone went dead, so and saying that y'all could roll with me and him because he is the one who's actually gonna be doing all the talking. See, I got him right there. You know, my phone is pretty charged up because I've been following along besides him. And come on, that dude. What's what?
All right. The focus now, you know, we just flipped the property over in Rosedale Park, sold it off, and now I'm really putting my focus on multifamily, on apartment buildings. Car match.
Shoot, I probably got some Vaseline, you know me.
I put no Vaseline.
It's better than Carmex. No, tell them. No. I love Vaseline.
Clogs your pores out.
Anyway.
You see, properties like this, they've just been sitting here, and you can see all the brick down on the side. This is what's missing when you're building these structures over here. You know, there's underneath it. There's the brick under, right?
Heavy.
That's heavy. But that's actually what was lined. I'm over here. I mean, you can see that, you know, there's brick that goes over the wood. So this, to me, like, people that walk by here and they're afraid of stuff like this, and I don't get it because there's so much money to be made, and this is a multi-family home. Now, let's talk about the difference between a 4-family and something like this one.
And I like this one. It has a glass box.
Which is 5 and above. I've never seen
that's 3 levels.
Like Oprah doing her show. I've never seen like any news anchors doing their show. Like the camera person just starts talking from behind. I understand that. That's like
whatever.
You're doing a movie and the director's behind the movie, right? Behind the cameras, and he's like directing and producing. And he's like, oh, wait a minute, let me just jump out and come in front of the camera.
Well, anyway.
You know? It's like remember Suge Knight was like, listen, you know, if you producer want to be all up in the videos, you know, or if you just want to come on over to Death Row. But
okay.
She want to be all up in the
I
video,
got you.
You know?
I got you.
But seriously, we just having fun. The thing about the 4 families, a lot of people will buy 4 families, 3 families. But here's the thing about that. Buying a 3 or 4 family, it still keeps you in the residential bracket where the cost, the revenue doesn't increase the value of the property. And that's what I'm into. I'm into 5 units and above, because now if I have a 5-unit here and a 5-unit here, and I have 5 of them filled up over here for $1,000 a piece, and only 2 of them filled up over here, this one is worth twice as much as this one. So I like the 4 families also, but I probably would rather flip the 4 families off to someone else. So if you're interested in buying 3 families or 4 families for fix-up, definitely shoot us an email, DetroitHomebuyers@gmail.com. But this is the one that I'm really interested in. This is the one that I'll apply for grant money with. This is the one that that turns me on, right? Oh my, okay. We gotta go down this up a lot. I'm sorry. Look up on the
wow. Okay.
I'm hiring for a camera person also. So
oh wow.
This is where the money is made when you have 5 units or above, because and my whole thing is doing the assisted living facilities. So I'm sitting here just wondering right now, why is this sitting here like this? Why?
Hey Olivia and Liz. Hey Liz.
Okay, so once again, just open to the elements. You have all of this stuff peeling off. And it looks like what? Living room, kitchen.
It look like a closet. Kitchen. This is a huge kitchen.
Bedroom.
That's one bedroom. Bathroom. Bedroom. Oh, I guess it's a little dining area.
Perfect for assisted living. You're talking about now for a whole place maybe $4,000, $5,000 a month, right? Where's that? A privatized assisted living. Same thing over here. Living room. I like this.
I know, I was kind of feeling it myself, but and look, it's not really a lot of work. I mean, it's a lot of work, but compared to some of the ones we've been in.
When I look at projects, I don't look at the stuff that's on the ground. Most people will, oh my God, it's a mess in there. Listen, this is cosmetic stuff. This is stuff that peels off, that you can paint, you can scrape it off, and you can get it out. That's not what should be a concern for you if you're talking about getting into apartment buildings, and especially if you're talking about making big money. Back and see, and even when I look at something like this, it's already almost gutted down for me. That's what you want. You want it to be gutted down to the studs, right? So, this is...
Somebody already put up the carpeting.
I'm actually putting offer. I'm gonna honestly this week. I'm looking to send out 50 offers. I'm gonna write up 50 offers. Now, there's a lot of things. I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna take it to another level when it comes to. We need some windows over there. When it comes to submitting offers, I'm gonna do something that most of you don't do. You don't know how to do. Nobody's ever told you this, and I've never shared it with anybody before. I'm going to do something differently going after these apartment buildings. Hopefully this is something that the city owns. If it's something that the city owns, I can negotiate with some really, really good, powerful strategies that I have. And the way that I'm set up, just like Kevin Hart said, well, the way that my bank account is set up is that, the way that our business is set up is that we can come in and do some things that the average person can't do. I like this sort of thing.
They set it up as a closet over there.
Huh?
They got it as a closet over there. They got doors up there.
That's cool. You can utilize that space, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. That's what I would do. So here's the thing. I'm going to set up. How many properties did we wrote down today?
Oh gosh, maybe over about 100.
About 100. We're going to send out 100 offers unless it's city owned. If those properties are city owned, I hope maybe one day, Mary, you can take a day off this week and really go down and I'm going to show you how I talked. Remember that meeting I had with the people for the county? And they gave me all of the county properties. And I got to really go back into that because when you're set up in the proper way, I'm telling you, you get the properties for almost nothing. And you also get the money to fix them up. If you don't have the money to fix them up, you bring in enough people that want to make some money on their money. See, the whole thing about real estate, what I love about it is it allows me to rebuild communities, but it also allows me to show other people how to get double-digit returns on their money, and it's secured by a building like this. Most people don't even realize that on their bank account they're getting less than 1% return on their money. Or maybe they have it in some high-yielding CD account and they're getting like 2% return on their money. Well, what if you can be involved in a project that the city is backing, the mayor is backing, it's in the newspapers, and you're helping to reestablish, you're helping to regentrify your own communities. That's what it's all about, right? There's a certain sense of satisfaction that comes along with that. And here's the thing, I know, Mary, you've even been speaking to people and they really don't see the vision. So many of us have sight, but we lack vision. And when you're talking about being proud of where you come from, it has to be involved with community redevelopment. If you're not doing anything to put back into your community, that's selfish, right? It's selfish to look for change in the world, but not want to be a part of change. And from the time I was a young kid, I've wanted to be part of change in the world, and real estate was what allowed me to do it. I've heard people say all types of things that are really counterproductive to their success and leaving a legacy for their family. Not the other way around. Like, cars don't buy apartment buildings. And if you just understand, and it took me a long time to eliminate the stinking thinking. And if you understand that they're not building any more land. God's not making more land. What's here is what's here. We're continuing to build more people. So when you really understand the intricacies of real estate, and some people say, well, I'm not into real estate, I'm not this, I want to do that. Well, do you know that real estate will allow you to do this, and that? When you know what you're doing, and I'm not talking about being a landlord. So, I have an investment property and I'm making, after everything, I'm making $100 a month. It's not what I'm talking about either. I'm talking about getting into community development projects where you're getting a double-digit return on your money, and you're bringing back your city. Like, this is the number 9 tourist place in the world. And I mean, just today, to write down 100 properties, that means we had to look at, 200 or 300 of them? And there's just so much opportunity for people who are in a position where they're thinking about legacy. One thing that I heard a man say, a man by the name of Dame Dash, ex-head of Rockefeller with Jay-Z, he said, I hustle for my last name. I don't hustle for my first name. And to me, this is a hustle. Real estate is house hustling. And for those of you who've hustled in the streets, if you can run a drug business, you can run any business. This is house hustling, where you don't have to look over your back, where you can take something that only a visionary can see the end of it. And you can look around and you can go into rooms and say, well, we need to get the electrical box updated. We're going to spend $500 to $700 for that. We need to get the kitchen done. Okay, for the kitchen, it's going to run us about, we can bring this kitchen back together for, small kitchen, we can bring this kitchen back together for $3,000. Right? And when I say the number, I'm saying a little bit more than what it might use, because you never know what's going to happen underneath. So you always have to put money aside for miscellaneous. I can see the electrical needs to be done. Right? And now what we do is we break it down room by room, and then we come up with a total number that a contractor would do the whole project for. When you're able to get the properties for $1 down, $100 down, even if it's $1,000 when you're set up right, you can now go and get private money, private lending from private institutions that don't care about your credit. They don't care about your bank account. They don't care if you just got out of jail. They just care about you having either a LLC set up or either something called a self-directed IRA. And if you have that self-directed IRA set up and you know how to put a property, a building like this, under contract with $1 down, right? This is what I've been doing, getting apartments for $1 down, right? I've taught other people how to do it also, right? I have women that are doing this, working with us right now, that are getting properties, right? So when you understand this and understand that what we're doing is so much bigger than you, that's why I love this game, because it's bigger than me. It's not about my first name, it's about my last name, because I want to leave a legacy. I want to leave something to my children, right? If you want to get biblical with it, I want to be that man who leaves a legacy, who leaves an inheritance for his children's children. And this right here is something that allows you to do it. We're driving around here. I think Mary told me one day that there's like 90,000 properties sitting in your land bank. Besides that, there's probably another 30,000 of them just up and down your street. So, you have opportunity here that a lot of places don't have. And there's other investors that are coming here in your own town and taking advantage, and I'm watching them make hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they taking it and going back to their community. That's the travesty of this, and I'm talking to black people right now. That's the travesty of it when you think that your job is all that you need, or you think that your 1 or 2 investment properties that you're playing a landlord with and not the bank, when you think that's all you need, and you're like, I'm okay, I'm cool. But what about all these homeless people? What about all these children? What about all these women that are in a battered, abused relationships? What if you had the information and the knowledge to be the person to take something like this and turn it into a safe haven for women, turn it into a safe haven for children, and still get paid and still help your community? That's what this is all about. It's got to be so much more than us. So, I'm done with that rant right there. We're just going to keep walking through these properties. But just, for those that don't understand, or maybe you're hoping and wishing and praying for opportunity, it's right here. It's right here. And once again, like I said, I'm going to put out 50 offers this week. 50 offers in hopes to just pick up 2 properties. But these are the things that are necessary. These are the skill sets that you have to master. This is life skills. This is adding value to the marketplace by taking something in this stage right here, seeing through it, and then saying, wow, I just set up an income stream for my family that's going to bring in, after all expenses, going to bring in 50 grand a month. 50 grand, even 50 grand a year. You know what I mean? But you get more than that with this, but what else allows you to do this? Some MLM, some part-time job, stocks, gold, silver. Most of us aren't sophisticated enough to buy oil. So it's like somebody's got to be that person to say, you know what? Damn, look at every other culture. Look at the Jews. Look at the Italians. Look at the Asians. Look at the Koreans. Like everybody's doing something and we're sitting here settling on our laurels talking about, oh, we good. We're going to keep doing this. Listen. Set up a property management company. Set up a redevelopment corporation. And we're going to start training our people on how to do this. A lot of people sit back and talk that talk and talk about what they don't know and won't walk the walk. Right? But my question to you is, my challenge to you is like, what are you doing to give back to the community? Forget talking about people. What are you doing to give back to your community? Because that's what we're about. We're about giving back to this community. We were just talking earlier, man, I'm talking about starting up a football league here, right? Starting up a basketball league here. So that people can have something to do, so that they can see a different way. And if you're the type of person that, because you may have a little bit of money and you may say, oh, whatever, I'm good. Well, see, it's not about me. I'm good too. But it's about the legacy that I can leave for generations behind me, and this is not even my hometown. So if I have the knowledge and the wherewithal to go around to get the grant money that's sitting there, right? It's called it's called block grant money that is given to every single state, and it's millions and millions of dollars sitting there. But we as a black people won't even educate ourselves to find out what's there. So all of it goes to the Jews. All of it goes to the Italians. All of it goes to the Arabs. Everybody else is out there getting. Mary, when you see us out there, when we're going around from place to place, looking at these places, how many of us do you see out there that are doing it from this perspective?
Not many.
Not many. I don't see one.
Not many at all.
So it's just something different to think about. I'm not trying to persuade anybody to do anything that they don't want to do, but I'm saying that your calling, your cause, your purpose is so much greater than just your job, your money in your bank account, and your family being taken care of. Somebody's got to say, I want to make a difference in this world. Somebody's got to say it's about redevelopment. Somebody's got to say, in order to change the world, I got to change my street, and then I'm going to change my block, and then I'm going to change my section of town, and then I'm going to change my city, I'm going to change my county, and eventually I'm going to change the world. And we can use real estate to do that. We can provide housing for elderly people. We can provide housing for women who've been abused and battered. We can provide housing for kids. And we can get paid a fortune for helping other people out. A fortune. When you know how to do it right. We're going to be holding classes down at the GM building starting next month. If this is something that you're interested in, reach out to Mary. Listen, nobody came and just dropped a money bag in my lap. I had to get up and go get it, and I've had mentors to teach me how to do it. And that's another thing that the black community is held down for, because we won't reach out for mentors. We think that we know it all already. And then when somebody tells you, well, I'm a millionaire, you don't believe it, right? You don't believe it, but in all honesty, all it takes is $10,000 100 times and you're a millionaire. And I've been doing that for years. Mary, you see my coaching contracts. What do I charge?
$10,000.
$10,000. You think I haven't taught it to 100 people in 15 years? So these are the intricacies of what's going on. It's like man, forget about the money. I'm not even tripping on it. I don't want to impress no one. I want to just impress upon you that there's something that's so much bigger, and you're in one of the top 5 cities in this world that is allowing you to pick up properties for ridiculously cheap amounts of money. And if you don't know how to do it, there's real corporations. We have a corporation set up, Green Acres Community Development. This is what we do. We come into neighborhoods and we bring them back. We fix up the blighted properties. We put them back on the tax roll. We give people a chance to have a home over their head. See, I'm talking the real. I'm not telling you about what I heard. I'm not telling you about what I think. I'm not telling you about what somebody else has done. I'm telling you what I've been doing for 15 years now. And hopefully I've given a little bit of insight on what this game is really about. It's not about being a landlord and getting a mortgage in your name with your social security number. It's not about that. It's about learning how to set up a trust for your family. It's about learning how to build your family empire. It's about learning how to become financially free so that you can go from financial freedom to have time freedom so you can get rich. And then if you can get rich, you can go to getting wealthy. And you can have your own portfolio and start sitting down and having some net worth conversations. Real talk. So, with that being said, just want to let you know, hey, this is what this real estate game means to me. I want to make a difference in this world. And if it's something that's an interest to you, maybe we need to talk. If not, keep watching and God bless. But at the end of the day, we're coming through here. We're going to finish doing a little walkthrough on this. We have connections at the city. We have connections at the county. We have partnerships with the county. We have access to the grant money. Dan Gilbert's giving away grant money from his, Rock? What is his company? Rock Ventures. You have the Brownsfield thing. You have so many ways to make money. So many ways to get free money to come in and make a difference in your community. And I'm not from your community and I'm doing it. But I'll lead the charge and I'll lead the way and I'll show you how to do it. And if it's something that makes sense to you and you say, listen, I'm about legacy also. I'm about, it's not about my first name. It's about my last name. And if it's about your first name still, then you're selfish. But if you want to learn to do this, we want to teach you how to do it. All right? So get in contact with Mary. If you're Mary's friend, get in contact with Mary. We'll start teaching people how to do this on the first of the month. We're not looking for people who want handouts. We're looking for people who want help. We're looking for people who want to make a difference. We're looking for people who want to feel good on the inside and know that you're making a difference in this world by providing housing to elderly, providing houses to women, providing housing and giving life skills, giving marketable skills that people can come and learn how to set up their own business and how to not, as a woman, not depend upon a man. Be financially secure, financially free, to build your self-esteem, to boost your morale. It's so many other people, quote unquote, doing this, and we're sitting back and we're last in the line, and it's like we're still sitting on the bus. And as I leave you with this, I'm going to leave you with a quote, and then I'm going to go finish looking at the rest of the property. I'm going to leave you from something from one of the most powerful women who come from our culture that tried to free people. Her name is Miss Harriet Tubman, and she said, I freed 1,000 slaves, and here's the problem. She said, I could have freed 1,000 more if only they knew they were a slave. So I'm not talking about physical slavery. I'm talking about mental slavery, because we're so set and stuck into, I'm just going to do a 9-to-5, get a 401k, take a vacation a year. But there's so much more to you. There's so much greatness inside of you. And I just have appointed myself to be that person to help bring it out of other people. And with that being said, hopefully I touch something in your heart. Maybe if it's not you, you may want to vicariously live your life through your children and show them how to do it so that they can build a legacy for their children. Isn't that what this is all about, black people? So with that being said, we're going to finish up our little tour here. We're going to put 50 offers in this week for properties. And hopefully I get a chance to meet you and speak to you. Come on down to the GM building and we'll make some things happen, all right?
All right. Still going through a tour. Okay, it's pretty quiet down here. So, anyway. Where's Cecil go? Oh, I guess he's back there. But anyway. So that was 2 apartments, right? So here. 2 here and 2 down there? Yeah. So it's 4 on the floor? Yeah, it looks like it might be. And there's 3 floors. 3 floors? Mm-hmm. 12 units in there? Yep, so here's and here's the kitchen. And then it has like a little dining room or a little kitchen nook or however you want to say it. But there's the little plumbing, and here is your restroom and the little closet. It is a little closet, y'all. And a bedroom. So I think all these are probably like 1 bedrooms.
They're all 1 bedroom?
Mm-hmm. It's only 1 bedroom in there. They're probably all like 1 bedrooms. But in saying that, sister living would be good, right? Because everybody had their own little apartment. Here's another one on the other side. Now this is the worst one I've seen, and that's because of the floor. But the other ones, they're not as bad. This one. Let's see. Of course, a lot of these, and this building just been sitting here. You can tell that this building just has been sitting here. You know, nobody wants these buildings. You know, as Cecil said, he's the master negotiator. We have thing with the city. Go in there, get them. But this is like the worst one I've seen out of all of them. Gonna go up?
Yeah.
So there's 2 ways of going up. He's going up that way. I'm going up this way. Let's see what's going on. Look, before you wouldn't catch me going up in these buildings like this. Look like I know what I'm doing. Actually, look like somebody probably been up in here. See the bags?
The 3rd floor?
2nd. Another floor. This one look like it has some minor fire damage. Look. You see that? Smoke damage, if nothing else. Then look. Then you got the kitchen. Same thing. Somebody blocked this off, so I don't know why they blocked it off. But the same thing. Looked like it was smoke damage at one time. I see the soot on the wall, so. But not major. Then you have the same thing over here. Right, floors. It's like a repeat of the one from downstairs, right? Couch, floors. And same thing. Look. And of course, same. But anyway, as we continue on our journey through this. And you know what? We'll stop and see something. If it's open, to me, it's free game. I'm gonna go in, see what's going on. Look, somebody got a break. Look like somebody actually had been cleaning up in here. What y'all think? You see? Look like somebody actually had been cleaning up. Okay, got the rake right there, and so somebody probably know what we know. And people sleeping on it, right? I think Cecil went upstairs. Look, somebody been cleaning. Another one. So I guess they didn't get back to the back apartments yet. So, bathroom. And a lot of things you're going to realize about these buildings is, of course, most of the fixtures probably been taken out. And, I'm going to go across there at that building. Y'all see that building over there? What's going on upstairs, Cecil? You been up there?
Yeah, same old thing.
Same old thing?
Yeah, I think this is a good opportunity. Not a thing, I know it's a good opportunity.
So what is 6 in this building? 2, 4, 6.
It's 10.
No, 10 on each share, okay. 4, 10 or 12?
You said maybe 10.
Huh?
Well, maybe it's 12.
12, because it's what, 4 on each floor?
Wait, how many floors?
It's 3. It's 3 and it's 4 on each, so it's 12. Like I said, same old same. Like you said, same old same. And of course, you know what? The floors can always be brought back. And we're just going through. Somebody took up all the carpeting. And it's doable. Doable. I'm gonna mess with that one. But it's 2 ways. Getting up and down these steps. Same kind of damages. And you see that in all the units. You know, fixtures missing, whatever. Maybe some damage with the roof because I see these holes now. But in saying that, It could use work. No one's sitting there saying it can't use a lot of work. But can you imagine the profit once fixed up it could generate? And if you could get these buildings for next to nothing, because the ultimate goal is to bring Detroit back, you know, to not have all these blighted properties around the city. You know, a lot of people are looking to invest in Detroit. And actually, I know someone who came. I know a few people that's coming to the city that's not from Detroit, and they're investing in this place. And the people that's here don't invest in Detroit. So go figure, right? So you got all these people who don't live here, who sees all the opportunities here. And the people that live here sleep on it. Oh, shit. Cecil! Here he is. Look, this is an apartment. I'm all the way in the basement. So I thought this was a basement, but these more units, y'all. So we were talking about, what was we saying? It's 12 in this building. Well, guess what? It looked like it might be. More than the 12 we said, right? That's an apartment right there. Can't see down here. So they have an additional apartment down here. So instead of what 12 is 13, the rest of them seem like they might be mechanical, more rooms, if anything, for the plumbing and the furnace and hot water tanks and all that good stuff. But anyway, so we back out here in the sunshine. Good tour in the building, and that was a pleasant surprise. There's another apartment right downstairs. So it's 13. You go in. I thought it was the basement. It is the basement, but it's another apartment there. Yep. But going towards the further in the back, it's like, yep. Yep. So look, 3 floors, nice brick building. So it's amazing how a lot of these buildings got glass block windows. To the left. So, as we, hey, thinky thing. It's amazing how you can walk through these buildings and just discover other things. And anyway, but it's another building that I really want to go see. I'm looking at it right now. It's got boards on it. So, of course, I'm going to get that address to it. But, Detroit, we've been asleep for so long, you know, and now we are awake. And I love this brick, you know. Actually, I like that brick as well. So, right, isn't that a discovered treasure, Cornelia? Yep. But, well, like I said, we have been sleeping on this. I have for many years. I didn't see the value of, but now my eyes are open and just taking, and this is like a city block. Look at all the land, just open land, you know, and we just don't take the time to appreciate, right? So we just riding through and just doing our due diligence. And I want to go to that building across that I was telling Cecil about. So anyway, picking up the enthusiasm. It's exciting, driving for dollars. And this is not actually what we intended to do today. We just wanted to come out and see a couple of properties, and we wound up getting a whole list. So it's been exciting. And I am going to, oh, y'all about to come to Detroit? Oh, okay, y'all coming to Detroit. I know, that's what I was just saying. That one building right there. That's the one I was trying to film. But anyway, I'll get y'all to see. So let me go on and drive. You know how he is. When I get to driving, pothole after pothole.
Yeah. What's going on? As you can see, there's nothing but opportunity out here. Opportunity is all around you. And you know, I know what to do with these properties.
There's 2 of them.
I know. Oh my God, there's 2 of them right next to each other. Listen, at the end of the day, you're talking about who's ever really thought about owning apartment buildings? You know, I'm not talking about just the 3-unit. I don't, or a 4-unit. I'm talking 6 units, 10 units, 30 units, 70 units. It's the same amount of energy. You're in the middle of the street, aren't you?
Oh,
okay.
Oh, you know I wasn't paying no attention. You guys open the door.
You know, all this is research. Olivia, you know the game. Olivia actually just got a property with us in Detroit. Olivia, who else? Aretha, Mary is in on the deal with us. And what we're going to do is we're going to keep flipping the smaller deals, and we're going to go up into apartment buildings. Now, all of these women that I'm coaching, they didn't have any experience in doing this. So it's an exciting time in everyone's life, because it's like a lot of people have wanted to do this for a long time, and they haven't had anyone to really show them the game. And when you can get someone real that's really showing you the game and showing you what's possible, that's when it all becomes real. When you see your name on the deed, right? That's when it all becomes real, seeing your name on the deed. Is that one empty right there too? Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Just around the corner, right? This one's empty right here. So we're going to do our due diligence. This one's empty right here. You wrote these down there? All right, this is empty right here. We're going to do our due diligence. These are what, 2 families right here. Now, my thing is to help you get into 5 units or above, because 5 units or above is when the income from the revenue from the property controls your profits, right? The revenue from the from your income, the revenue from your apartment and will dictate your wealth, right? And as long as you're going up on your rents every single year, your income is rising up. You see, now we start filling out income statements. Now we start having net worth conversations, all right? Not network, net worth. And that's really where we should be at as a people, where we're sitting down having net worth conversations, drinking our white Merlot on the beach, wherever you want to go to, instead of sitting back wondering how you're going to have enough money for the end of the month. Come on, people. Come on. This is one of the easiest ways in the world to do it. You don't have to go to college for this. It's numbers, it's math, it's common sense. It's talking to people, it's negotiating. There's a formula. There's a formula that I follow that tells me if I should buy or if I should not buy. There's a formula that will tell me if the price is too high, if the price is too low. This is virtually people think it's risky, but it's only risky when you don't know what you're doing, right? It's just like you could be operating on somebody. That's risky, but guess what? That doctor went to medical school. The person that's practicing law on somebody else, that person went to law school. There's educational systems out there that will show you how to do that, and there's coaches like myself that will show you how to do this, right? So we got this one down. We got that one down. All right. Like I said, I'm going to put out about 50 offers this week. 50 offers. I like this apartment building. I like the apartment. I'm gonna find out, do some due diligence tonight. I'll be down at the city because I am a community partner. I can buy bulk packages of properties from the city, right? We're gonna do that. We'll flip some of them off to other people, right? We'll flip some of them off to other people. Yeah, laying down with that. You know what? Want to go in there? Huh? Want to go in this one? Let's go. Let me tell you something. There's nothing like being able to control your income, right? Olivia, you know that now, right? Cornelia, you know that right now. These are some of the women that are involved with me, and they're all around the country. Women are all around the country investing right here in Detroit. There you go. You can take it down. Go ahead. Do your thing.
Cecil think I'm a thug, right? He just like, let's go on up in these buildings. She ain't scared. She a Marine. But anyway, when you can see a property you could go inside of, look, Oh, can't get inside of it?
Straight up hoarded.
Oh, no, we can't get in there. Too much junk.
I see upstairs. Hello, it's your neighbors.
Yeah, whoever look at that. We can't even walk through it. You have to clean it up before you can even get in it. But anyway. Going in here. Is this a two-family? Looks like it might be. It is a two-family. I didn't pay attention to it.
See, the thing is, when people walk away from their properties, and you can get in contact with them, they've already left. Most of the guys be like, listen, give me $500. Give me $1,000 and I deed it over to you. How would you like to pick up properties for $1,000 that are worth $20,000, $40,000, $60,000? And people look at this like this and they're like, oh my God, this is a mess. I can't handle it. This is a cleanup job which you don't have to handle. You pay somebody $8 an hour and they'll get it all out in a couple of hours. You let other people do it. You spend your time negotiating, marketing, and searching for great deals, and you let other people do this. This is sheetrock, this is paint, this is scrape, this is pulling up carpet, right?
Okay.
Left the iron out? Mary?
Look at the ironing board, y'all.
I always tell her, when you finish ironing, put the board back up.
They got the little ironing board built into the wall.
Somebody left out in a hurry, right? That's cute. That's cute. That's character, right? Honestly, this whole thing, people look at it, oh my God. Well, it's scraping. Some people would take all of this out. Some people would take a 1/4 inch sheetrock, just place it over it, right? This depends on what you want to do. But this kitchen, I can put this kitchen back together. It's not a big kitchen. $3 grand.
Show y'all the kitchen.
I put this kitchen back together $3 grand with new cabinets, right? New cabinets, new floor, and the appliances.
Mm.
When you know this game, you know this game.
I think that's just leading back downstairs.
Go upstairs. You got upstairs too. Another floor up there.
Okay.
Once again, don't stress this. This is from the weather, elements. This is coming down, right? You know what? Because water and things have got in here, obviously I would take this out, put some fresh sheetrock on, right? I would. The bathroom here.
I kind of like the surround to it. They messed it up, though.
All right. Yeah. You're nice. Put your little tub back in. It's not huge. This right here. You cut some piping here, obviously. Let's just call it another 3. Right? Just want to leave something there because, you know, I mean, you need a tub, right? You need a toilet. Now, what can you pick up a tub for here? $600. Nice little tub, $600. Toilet, $197 from Home Depot. Get your little vanity for $100 and something, and the rest is just labor. You got some sheetrock up here. You already paid for your sheetrock up front, right? You're gonna need some electrical work done in here, right? This is not big. It's not a big job, you know?
Just in there, another room.
We're not bothering you. I can do bad all by myself. Taraji Henson.
Just another bedroom.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, let's just break this down. You have people that are going to work every day, right? for...
Hold on a second, let me get in.
You know, what's the average person, if there's an average? Let's just say average person is making $30,000, $40,000 a year. Maybe you're a little bit above average and you're making $70,000, $80,000 a year. When I come in like this and pick up these properties, for this right here, I'm looking on average, when I finish doing what I'm doing, I'm looking on average to make 50 grand, right? To walk away after the sale with 50 grand. That's because I know how to buy right. When you buy real estate, you're supposed to make money the next day. When you know how to buy right, you do not wait for appreciation. That's a sucker's move, right? When you really know this game, you can buy today, sell it tomorrow, and make a profit, all right? If you had to. So, you know, let's just say, and let's take a low number because you may not believe the 50,000. Well, let's just say I made 30 off of it, right? 30,000, that means I would have to do that 3 times to make 90 grand. I can do 3 jobs. I can have 3 different jobs going on at the same time, and they all be done in 12 weeks or less, right? The average full gut rehab is about 12 to 16 weeks. Something smaller like this, I call it 8 weeks. Right, just in case. You never know what's going to happen. Guys don't show up on time. You got to babysit them. But imagine being able to do 3 projects that make you, let's forget the 30,000. Let's say you made, okay, leave it at 30. You make $30,000 off of each one. You got 3 jobs going on at the same time. Now you're making $90,000 every 2 months. That's what this game does. Then obviously there's some time you gotta maybe wait to sell it on the market. So let's just say every 4 months you're making $90,000. Ask me how I know that.
Ask you how you know.
Ask me how I know.
How do you know?
That's what I've been doing. Right?
All right, gotta be careful. Gotta be careful going back down these stairs. Anyway, so we just...
People and your friends that are interested in flipping properties or learning how to do this, maybe you should ask them.
So, if you're interested, you can inbox me.
If you're interested, are you interested?
Are you interested, friends?
Is anyone on here want to do this?
Anyone?
Answer me now.
Anyone on here want to do this? Learn how to flip properties?
We can come down to the office right at the GM building and learn it in a weekend.
Look, training. Yeah, we out of there, Cornelia. We are out of there. It's a lot of work. But look at that building. So y'all see that building we just left out of before this one? Look at that brickwork. There's nothing wrong with the outside at all. Just things to do inside. And can you imagine the money that could be made? But if you're interested in or learning how to do this, you can come visit us in the GM building. You can inbox me for details. I'd be more than happy to share. Anyway, let's go down.
Yes, what's your if you're interested. No, the people that are looking to make money right now, this is what...
Anyway, I'm about to give you back to see, so I think it's a couple more down there that we may want to take a look at.
Where?
Down there.
All right. No, we're good. I'm about to eat.
Oh, I was going to say, don't touch it with your hand.
Hang up.
So anyway, I'm about to ride down the street. So I got a new phone, right? So my battery don't die as fast. I'm realizing that it was my cheap phone that they kept my phone dying. I got some hand sanitizer in there. But we are just moving right along.
People on there looking at you, they asking questions.
Here. Oh, look, I'm giving you my charger. But anyway, so Detroit, if you want to, or hey, who doesn't want to make money on their money? Who wants to continue living payday to payday, paycheck to paycheck, waiting on the little thing to come in, putting away in your 401k when you could be investing in, I can't find it, when you can be investing in Detroit. You know, people from the outside gets it. You know, friend came to visit, and they know. Look at this. They know what it takes to make money on their money. They know what it takes, but we're steadily sleeping on it, right? Cha-ching dance, of course, Cornelia. Of course, the cha-ching dance.
Where's Cornelia from?
Cornelia is from London, England.
She's coming from London to come to Detroit to make money on her money. London, halfway around the world.
Yeah. But anyway, look at these properties, and we still going down. And the thing is, we were supposed to end this a long time ago, but we just got so caught up because I can't believe the properties that's out here that I know I've been sleeping on for years, you know. So can you imagine? Can you imagine? I think, as Cecil said, if he would have been here as long as I've been here, he'd be a billionaire. He wouldn't even be playing around with this mess, you know. But his knowledge and the things that he know, you know, is training with somebody like him or whatever is like amazing. But here's another one. This is a whole city block, you know. And the thing is, it's not in a bad area. Look at these houses that's around here. It's just that so many people left Detroit when the market crashed. A lot of people just left. They left the properties because they didn't see any value in it. When the auto industry crashed. But I think the people who left didn't realize that it was going to come back like it has been. So in saying that, you know, a lot of these people just left the house. They went to the suburbs. But now Detroit is back. It's back. And if you want to learn how to do this, hey, give us a call. Or you can inbox me for more information. And I'll be more than happy to help you. You know, I realize that a lot of people view my videos, you know, and I have like 1,000 views, but people not taking action. And you know what? A lot, Joanne, I think you were the one who told me real estate is real estate, right? It's not going to change. No more land is going to be built. You know, prime opportunities in the D. You know, I'm going to copy these addresses down because, hey, with the man who owns the land, owns the people on the land, right? So, in saying that, like I said, look at these houses. Now, this whole side of the block is occupied. Nice houses or whatever. This area is nice. It's just, it appears as if people just left their homes, just abandoned them, you know. And we're going to see who owns these properties. Like I said before, when I didn't see, I never saw anything great as far as the vacant houses go. Now, when I see vacant properties, I see opportunity. I see portfolio building. I see having net worth conversations. So it's one of those, you can keep doing what you've been doing, which is what I was doing for a long, long time. You know, I had to open my eyes to all the possibilities that Detroit have to offer. And I'm hoping one day you all will too, because there's so much going on in Detroit. So much opportunity in Detroit, you know, and we need to quit sleeping on it. But anyway, actually, I'm tired. Riding around. We've been doing this for a few hours now. So, and I want to take a break. But anyway, Cecil is doing his thing, you know. And I, like I said, I just want you all to wake up and just see all the possibilities in the D. And what you said, Cornelia, quit sleeping. That's right. Quit sleeping on Detroit. You know, we slept for too long. Now it's time to wake up. You know what the opportunities are. You know, you arrive by, like I said before, I didn't even pay attention to these properties. Oh, Cecil, he's back there. I didn't even pay attention to these properties, but when my friend came, he was like, hey, we're about to rock Detroit, because like I said, we see it as just another vacant property. Investors see it as a money-making opportunity. So, in saying that, I'm going to let you all go. And maybe I come back on live, or maybe Cecil's phone will be working and he could come back on live with you. And the people that's interested, is tired of sleeping, then you could go on and inbox me with your information and we'll talk. All right? Anyway, talk to you later. Bye.